Hello guys, this is UniversalGiant. I hope you guys don't mind listening to the chirp chirp of the cheep that hatched from our fresh egg. Welcome back to Let's Play Mother 3! More freaking cuddle bombs! Right now we're in the western part of the cavern. We're going to be working our way all the way back east, and hey, the goddess bustier for Kumatora! Strong against fire and ice. Let's give it to you anyway. 20 more PP, 4 less defense. I'd say it's worth it. You could really use some more PP. Puma's charm is... body. There we go. Actually, the thing you had before, is that going to help anybody else? The Puma's charm, not just yourself. Okay. Stay away from the cuddle bombs, please. I think I'll just start running away from these guys, if I can. They're really not worth the trouble. I think that's the first time I've ever actually run away from a battle before. And another good experience. Those always make me feel nice. Not you again! Like I said, staying away from you. Let's keep going through the tunnel here, and now we're in new territory. This is just east of where we were before, and stay away! These cuddle bombs really don't get the hint, do they? Hey, there are some new enemies! The sticky slugs! You guys remember the slugs? Never known for being very strong, were they? Not in the least bit. And another level up for Duster. You're catching up, buddy! I'm actually a lot lower level than I usually am at this point in the game because I usually have to grind forever to get the mystical stick, or mystical gloves, I'm sorry. Striped collar for Boney! I'm not giving you that. Kumatora has it, right? Yep. There you go. So let's equip that for 10 more offense and defense to Boney, and fight a bunch more slugs! Slugs! There are 5 of them in this battle, actually. 2 of them that are off-screen. They'll come in as soon as these guys are defeated. See, there's a 4th one. And now the 3rd and 2nd are attacking. And 16 was enough to take it down. Now, since the 4th and the 5th weren't on screen at the beginning of the turn, they're not going to get a chance to attack us. You don't see that mechanic very often where you have more enemies in the battle than there are actually on screen. But we'll see at least one more time before the game is over, so it might be helpful to remember some strategies for that kind of battle. Anyway, heading back outside, no more slugs! But as I was saying, I usually spend a lot of time grinding off of those Monkalras. And when I do that, it usually takes me a good couple of level ups before I can. New enemy time! This one also has the strong one music in the background, the Hefty head. Now this guy I would highly recommend not using PSI techniques. Because he will occasionally put up a PSI counter. Headbutt attack. That's not his worst attack, even though he's extremely powerful. He'll also occasionally slam his head into the ground and cause a shockwave, which will hit all of your party members. And again, the PSI counter will deflect PSI attacks right back at you. But I'm usually higher level by now because I've been grinding off of those Mokaras for so much to get Kumatora's mystical weapons, so I'm used to being a little stronger at this point. But not that much stronger. And, of course, no sooner do I say that than everybody starts leveling up. Do I have room in my inventory? I want to make sure. Yes, I do. Plenty of it. Because these guys will occasionally drop Lucas's mystical weapon. Anyway, I'll grind for that later. Because right now, we've reached our destination. All the way off to the east. Magic tart. Perfect! Let's go home. We have the magic tart. Froggy. Money. We've made a lot of money, actually. I got quite a bit of money. I don't know what I'm going to do with all of it. I know what I'll do with all of it. I'll go to the mall, I'll sell all the stuff I don't need for even more money, and then I'll buy stuff from him with the money. Selling things. Buying things. What do you got? Nothing all that helpful, although a couple of weapons for Boney would not be half bad. You could always use a pencil rocket or two. Alright, now for the real reason we came here. It's Ionia's shell! And all the times we've run into Ionia, we've never actually been here. Oh, it is good to see you again. You've finally come. Lucas, you've always struck me as a bit of a crybaby, but you've grown so strong. Boney, you came with him all this way? Good boy. Shake! Shake! Bodhi doesn't really like shaking. Oh, you don't know any tricks? Let's see, this slightly plain-looking fellow. What was it again? Oh yes, Duster. I know your name, I was only teasing, dearly. It's a pleasure to meet you, Duster. I know very well that your fate lies in helping cute little Lucas here. Kumatora, I've watched you since you were very little, but this is the prettiest you've ever been now. You're absolutely fabulous. I know you might say cut that crap out, but that's the truth. By the way, what's in that jar you have there? It looks easy to drop and easy to roll. You don't know the half of it, sister. Hand it over the jar of yummy pickles. Oh, fabulous! My absolute favorite, yummy pickles! You brought them all this way from here for me? Thank you! These pickles will be the very last thing I eat before I vanish. I'm going to really enjoy them. You don't need to say anything. I understand. 5 needles have been pulled now. Aeolia, Doria, Lydia, Phrygia, and Mixie. I mean Lydia. They've all disappeared now that the time has come. And now it's my turn. That leaves only my needle in Choopy Choopy Temple, and the one missing needle. Now, adorable little Lucas, go to Choopy Choopy Temple. The temple has been covered in vines frozen in time. You can't get inside with them as they are. You'll need to sprinkle these waters of time on them. And of course, we'll get waters of time. So before we head out, if you're tired, rest here a bit. We can get full HP and MP? What game are we playing? PP. You should probably hurry, the time is now. Go! So now we can head over to Choopy Choopy Temple with the Waters of Time in hand. But before we do, you look familiar. Polished into shiny sparkle thing. No worries. I get back at you. Alright, we gave him our courage badge. And it was none other than a Franklin badge! How in the world did Flint get a hand on one of those? Farewell, farewell. For those that haven't played Earthbound before, the Franklin badge deflects lightning. That's going to be extremely helpful for an event coming up. But you're a Mr. Saturn, aren't you? In disguise. Zucchini. One more. Potential. Wall. Farewell, farewell. Rice patty. 7th time. One last time. Potential! 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 Anyway, now that all that's out of the way, we can head up here and finish off Chapter 7. But before we do, I'm going to head into this cave here and grind for Lucas's mystical weapon off of those Hefty heads. And if I happen to find that before I reach level 50, I'll grind up to level 50, because we learn a very helpful spell when we hit level 50. Until then, this is UniversalGiant, and I'll see you guys next time for the conclusion of Chapter 7.